Hi. Hi, I'm Jeffrey. What's your name?
Robin.
Robin? Okay, before we start anything off, I'm just going to let you know this is all going to be recorded so I can review it later. I can make sure I get all the facts right. Is that cool with you?
That's fine.
Okay, nice. So, Robin, how's the trip? You get here okay? Not too bad?
It was a lot of traffic, it's kind of cold out, the weather changed.
Yeah, fall be like that. Sometimes it's cold, sometimes it's hot. That's Canada. Like our weather, our temperatures are crazy.
Right.
Is what it is. I hope traffic wasn't too bad. I hope no one cut you off. Hope it was okay-ish. But, well, you're here now. That's what matters. So, what did you want to talk with me about?
Well, I've been really feeling a lot of stress lately, so I'm really thinking of taking more self-care initiatives and, developing, more aspects into my daily life so I don't feel so much anxiety and stress.
So you're planning. So what you want to do is you want to make more time for yourself. Is that what I'm understanding right? You wanna help yourself be less stressed. Is what I'm hearing.
Yes.
Okay. So, what made you start thinking about this all of a sudden? Was there like a situation where you're like, okay, I should probably think about this now, or was it just like a buildup of everything?
I think both. There are a few situations that are really big that I'm dealing with right now in my life, and I just feel like the buildup of it all, and it's just it doesn't help. You know what I mean? Being stressed and struggling with issues that you really have no control over. You know what I mean? Stressing out over that and having anxiety over that. If you can't change something, I know you shouldn't stress over it, but mentally and emotionally, I haven't been able to.
Yeah, you can't control your brain. Your brain thinks what it wants to think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I definitely understand where you're coming from. I imagine you're feeling a lot of anxiety over all this stuff you have to do. You're being pulled in a bunch of different directions, I imagine.
Exactly, that is exactly it. I'm being pulled in a bunch of different directions to the point that it kind of immobilizes me. And yeah, I just want to react better to those situations, and it also will be a lot more productive personally and with the personal relationships I have in my life as well. So.
Yeah, I just want to say, I think it's very, very good that you decided to have the mental strength to be able to come in and admit these problems. A lot of people don't, and that's why a lot of people get burnt out. A lot of people they refuse to ask for help until it's too late, until they're already crashing and burning. They've already ruined a lot of things, or a lot of relationships because of this stuff. I think it's very strong that you came in and you're able to admit these faults, because a lot of people will not, and that's a big problem for themselves and for the people that want to help them. I think it's very strong.
Thank you.
And I think it's just very strong that you're able to you're still able to keep going. You're still able to keep up with all this stuff, and the fact that you're not just ignoring your responsibilities is very strong. Because a lot of people in that situation would just say, "Okay, I'm just going to get rid of this one thing. I'm just going to ignore this part of my life," and that's a problem because a lot of parts of your life are important. It's just a matter of managing them properly. So, what's the sort of your main overall goal, would you say?
Just feeling a lot less anxious and stressed. So I'm thinking to find ways in how I can relax more and not just appear relaxed, but actually genuinely feel relaxed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been thinking about maybe yoga, going to church, eating more healthier meal choices, because most of the things are on the go fast food and stuff like that, because my day is so jam packed with things that I have to do.
Yeah, you don't have time to cook and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's the issue as well. Time management, just being better able to utilize the little time I do have to do things. If I was in a better space mentally, I feel like I could use my time more effectively.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what do you think would be like a reason? Do you think like you'd want 1 extra hour of time a day? Would you want 2 extra hours? Like how much time do you think you'd need for like the activities? Maybe 3 hours extra a day to like work on yourself.
I think that part I'm not really sure of.
You're not sure about it?
But I think like maybe like just like even taking time to do like breathing exercises or affirmations or like watching something like, you know, positive,
Yeah,
like
for
stuff like that.
for sure we can start slow.
Yeah, I just think like even to get into the right mindset first, to be honest with you, before I could actually like do a step by step, like follow through with it. You know what I mean? 'Cause
Yeah.
I've always want to do things, but then it's to get your physical and your mental on the same page.
Yeah, the motivation you.
Right. You know.
Yeah, I definitely.
So.
Yeah, we can definitely start slower. We can start with getting you in the right mindset first. Of course, like that'll be our first goal. We can get you in the right mindset for this. Like I do think the first step that is the most important that you've already done is to come and realize that's a problem and that you want to fix. That's a big important step. And now we just need to get your body like we need to get your body informed of that, and then we can start working on freeing up your schedule, try and like see what parts of your schedule you don't need or what parts we can optimize to make it more so you have more time for yourself. It's definitely where we know our roadmap, we know what we want to do.
That sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, so let's think about what sorts of steps we want to do moving forward to get your body in the right mindset. Like you were saying earlier, I do believe that some there's certain videos that are important. There's definitely some places I could refer to you, some like some therapists. I know it might be a little in terms of budget, it might be a little hard. Like I can try and recommend some self-help videos. There's many resources I can recommend you to. There's definitely some, like you were mentioning earlier, breathing exercises that are, because breathing exercise is very important. Just take time for yourself. Meditating is another thing I've seen many people succeed in doing to help with their lives. What sort of things are like what of those options would you be most inclined to?
Yeah, I think the meditating and the breathing exercises, I think those would be a good start, you know, and it's things that I can do at home or anywhere. So me being so busy all the time, I think that would be great. Yeah, and if those don't work out, then further on down the line, seeing someone, that's also.
Yeah, like we can figure out like a scheduling session. Like if it gets to that, we can figure out some way to like help like get some time for you to talk to a professional, because I'm not a professional of this stuff. I can't help you with too much of this, but I can definitely recommend you to someone that could help you with those types of matters, because I want you to get the best help you can. I want you to be the best person that you can, and I want you to personally be very happy with who you are. And that's why it'd be like, in terms of these more in-depth subjects, for a professional, like someone who's like specialized into that field to help you with that. So just for today, let's try and before we go, I'm gonna try and give you some quick breathing exercises you can probably do in your car. You can probably do, like, even before you leave, you can just sit in the lobby for a bit, like 5 minutes, just quick breathing exercise that you can do, practice, because you still don't have the excess time right now. But we can definitely give you something nice and easy to start with, to get your body used to it, to just get into it.
That sounds good. Sounds like it.
Yeah, so I believe that should be good for today. I'll send you some links by email. The email you gave our location earlier, I'll send them to you. You can look them over when you have time. Like before you go to bed, maybe you could quickly look at the emails, pull up the videos, take like 10-20 minutes like looking at them. just to give yourself knowledge on how to give yourself knowledge. That's an important
Okay.
thing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate
So
that.
yeah, I appreciate you coming in. I really appreciate that you took the time to come in, because like you said, traffic was a little rough. It's a pretty busy, but yeah, it's a pretty busy part of the day right now. It's near rush hour, sort of. Well, it's a little before, but people are still busily going up and down the road. So I definitely appreciate you coming in, and I definitely appreciate that you took the time to come in, and I appreciate that you had the self-awareness to be able to say, I need to fix this. I definitely appreciate it.
Thank you.
People.
Right, so I like how when Arvin was telling me about her situation, you informed her that you yourself are a professional, so like instead of giving like your own
Personal opinion.
personal opinion or like solutions, you instead offered to give her like resources that would better suit her. So I think that was pretty good.
I like how you're providing her with like a plan and all that. And some places that you're gonna like email her some like stuff and all that. I like that. And you're like trying to expand like further, like just to get more information on like about like but yeah.
I like the way you were constantly going with more information and more information, giving it to her, whatever she needs, like the right direction of whatever help she needs.
Yeah, because I feel like the best way to help someone is to make them feel informed and empowered, because it's definitely like, it's a big help for someone if they can watch the video themselves and be like, I know what I can do, rather than just someone telling them what to do. They can watch something on the topic and they feel empowered
Yeah.
to.
Yeah. It's as simple as just watching the video or whatever it can help their
Situation.
strength or whatever, even if they're stressed out in any way.
Sorry, so for me, I really liked that you took into account how everybody learns. Like, you talked about, like, resources, you talked about, like, just resources, like, that you could give her, but then you also included video, because some people are visual learners, some people, they can read it, some people are not good with visuals, they need to read it, some people need to feel it, so I like how you made sure to touch on every topic and give her an option for each of those topics. Just in case, like, you didn't assume her learning style and you didn't ask because it wasn't relevant, but you still made sure that even if she didn't disclose it, she still had an option to choose from. I also think the eye contact, which it's always really good. I don't ever think there's bad eye contact in any of our interviews. I also think that you did a really good job at just staying calm, and even when you were looking at your computer and like rereading it, it wasn't like awkward and it wasn't like me. Like it wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna stop it, I'm gonna go. Like it was very comfortable, but it didn't seem awkward or it didn't seem like you didn't know what you were doing. You were just giving her a space that we were taught to give people. It doesn't matter if it was emotional situation or not. So it was good.
Yeah, I thought you did really good actually, especially with the referrals and stuff, how you were like, oh, I'm gonna send you some emails or some videos and all that stuff. Like that is actually what happens in a session. So yeah, and it flows like very genuine and stuff like that. Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, I do feel like I might have like said like, I appreciate this. I feel like I might have said that a little too much. But
yeah, but like it's
never
you're
bad
human,
to
you know what I mean? Like
It's reassuring.
yeah, exactly. I don't think you did anything like bad. I think actually it was like one of your best interviews I've seen, like especially with the follow up and the referral sources, like that's for real life. You're like, oh, you're not a professional, but you just done like professional things, you know what I mean? What you stated during the interview. So yeah, I thought you did really good.
Is that everyone?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.